Any structures, or are we just doing this out in the open? I suppose it might take a while to populate in, won't it? No, actually I don't think there's anything there. It's just grass. And there's nobody there. There we go. There is stuff. Well, that was a bit weird. Hi, Sarah.
It's been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe the last time we met was on the battlefield.
Yes, where you dealt my forces quite the devastating blow. But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
I'm here to witness the peace talks. Don't take that tone with me.
That's right. She's here to bear witness to the proceedings. She experienced the war between us firsthand and has made an enormous contribution towards securing the peace we have today. I couldn't think of a more suitable candidate.
Seems reasonable. Then let's get straight into it.
Kokomi and Sarah begin their tit-for-tat peace talks.
The first item is the Maritime Administration issue. During wartime, we restricted fishing rights for Watatsumi vessels in Narukami waters. We intend to remove these restrictions. But going forward, any of your vessels that fish in our waters will have to pay taxes in accordance with Narukami legislation in order to bring their catch back to Watatsumi.
Which makes sense, but why are y'all standing? There are chairs right behind you.
That's fine, but if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryou Commission while in your waters.
Fair.
Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security will need to be compensated by the Tenryou Commission.
Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty. I can assure you that your vessels will be quite safe in our hands.
Negotiations seem to be going pretty smoothly.
Jesus, let down your guard, why don't you?
The next item has to do with the movement of people and military authority. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on arrival in Watatsumi. And the same has been true for your people on arrival to Narukami. Economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Few merchants are now willing to engage in inter-island commerce. Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council to oversee trade between our two islands.
And nice work picking the Yashiro Commission because they were the most neutral of all the commissions, so that's good.
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants from both sides in this process if it is to succeed. We cannot give the Yashiro Commission full authority.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential goods at the moment? Having the Yashiro Commission organize everything centrally would work in your favor.
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the diverse range of goods we can produce ourselves and our strong trade links with other areas, we are capable of sourcing everything we need. Not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato clan. If they've yet to sanction it, I believe you are going beyond the remit of the Tenryou Commission's authority.
Why didn't you just bring Ayaka here? Or Ayato?
Let's leave that aside for now then. On to the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces will need to come back under the jurisdiction of the Tenryou Commission.
It's not gonna work.
That just isn't feasible. Not in the short term, at least.
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma's national security. We cannot allow Watatsumi Island to be the sole exception to this rule indefinitely.
You Kujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui isn't low enough for you already. You just want to take everything away from us. Comrades, never trust the Kujo. Let's get them! Protect Madam Kujo!
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73?
Ah, you're useless.
Which one is it?
for the moment. Stand down, Tadakatsu. The situation has changed. Please stand by for further orders. Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concerns.
Why is she so far back from the table?
Deal with the situation from here.
I didn't think I realized how far the chairs were from the table. This looks ridiculous.
Madam Kujo, this is rather serious. I believe you owe Watatsumi Island an explanation.
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have finished investigating. You two, here, now!
Let me guess, they wanted to continue the war as well? That looked so unnatural.
Speak! Collusion with the Fatui? Is this true?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion as such.
You actually were?
We were approached by a few Fatui. They mentioned a potential cooperation to keep the war against Watatsumi Island going. At the time, I felt like we could give it a try. After all, there'd be nothing to lose.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island and stirring things up a little. Then we'd see how it went.
Please strip these idiots of their positions and titles and kick them out of the army.
With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just a one-off conversation. How anyone from Watatsumi Island even found out about it, I have no idea.
That's enough. When we return, there will be consequences. Might I remind you that this is the Fatui? Have you completely forgotten what they did to us? You should be having no interaction with them whatsoever.
Yep.
Let alone entertaining offers of
Exactly.
cooperation.
You should not even have engaged in discourse at all with them.
So, what did they want out of it?
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us seemed like they wanted to settle a score for their boss.
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. They want to keep Inazuma in a state of turmoil. One day, I will hunt them down. Every last one.
Oh, you can join me on my quest.
We bear responsibility for this issue. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for this state of affairs. Please, grant us another chance to continue the peace talks.
But of course, Madam Kujo. I have every confidence in your ability to resolve this situation. For the time being, however, there is evidently some discord within the Tenryou Commission's ranks. I would therefore not feel comfortable releasing Watatsumi Island's forces into your command at this time.
In case they get injured, yeah. Or targeted or attacked by the Tenryou Commission soldiers.
It seems that I must acquiesce. I will lay this issue aside for now. But we shall revisit it as soon as the Tenryou Commission has resolved our internal issues. As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options with the Yashiro Commission and make sure both sides have ample participation in the final arrangement.
Seems like Kujo-sara's on the defensive now. These negotiations should be smooth sailing from here on out.
Kokumi and Sara calmly complete the follow-up negotiations.
I never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator, as well as a formidable commander. I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. Settling our differences on the battlefield is rather taxing. I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough investigation into the Tenryou Commission's internal issues.
I mean, it's all well and good for her to say that for her end, but Kokumi better get her shit together with her people in the exact same manner. She can't put all of this onto Sara. Her own people were having issues.
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, they will attempt to re-establish contact with your people in the hope of procuring some assistance. I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip them off and they disappear. Wait for them to come to you. That way, you can capture them all in one fell swoop.
I will bear this in mind. Thank you. I shall take my leave now. Until we meet again.
Your Excellency,
You are all gonna be fucking punished.
Let's discuss it after we get back.
Throw them in jail. I swear, if she brushes this off and there are no consequences for their actions, I'm just so frustrated at this PG game. When nothing is serious.
Your Excellency, you knew?
I have already been informed on the reasons for your actions. You believe the Tenryou Commission to be untrustworthy and sought to sabotage the peace talks and reignite the war. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryou Commission plot. Yet, this was purely incidental, and the end certainly did not justify your means.
I wouldn't really call it a secret Tenryou Commission plot. It was like two guys who were very dumb and should definitely lose their positions, but like it had nothing to do with the entirety of the commission.
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. If we stop now, aren't all of our efforts going to waste?
War is not a vehicle for revenge. Oh my gosh, no.
I want to
They
keep
fought
fighting.
for peace.
I want ultimate victory, even if it means I have to pay the ultimate price.
Great, come here and I'll sort you out right now.
I understand your sentiments, but you cannot simply impose your will and expect others to bear the consequences.
Exactly. Finally, someone given the right words.
During the war, there were highs and there were lows, and in the end, there was a glorious victory. For you, perhaps the experience was one of great excitement.
But what about the ordinary people who are so thankful that the war is over? They can live in peace and no longer in fear. They can fish and get on with their life. They can eat because there's now an income of fish. And they can, be healthy.
But you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war quite differently. Most people suffered terribly through each day. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort. They are tired of treading water and don't need you dragging them back underneath once again.
But...
I understand, I do. And the fault is not yours alone. It was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will, but never how to let it go.
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. It was ours. Our selfishness.
I'm literally facepalming. What is with these PG games? Oh my gosh. It's just, I'm really fired up and passionate about what I believe in, and I'm prepared to die for it. But the moment you just scold me, it's my fault. I was selfish. Please. I was wrong. No! If you are that passionate about something to the point that you're staking your life on it, you don't give in. You don't immediately switch thoughts, switch views, immediately ask, for penance. Like, you got either A, refuse to give in which case the situation escalates, or B, yeah, okay, you do come to this conclusion, but it doesn't happen instantly. It is a much longer process of reasoning and reconciling your reality with someone else's reality. It's not something that happens like that.
Either way, we are ready to accept sentencing under martial law.
Like, no, again, you were prepared to stake your life on going back into war for this. But immediately you're okay with sentencing under martial law. Like, no. That's not how real people work.
Very well. Then I hereby declare...
Put your foot down. Do not let them off.
that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island safe and secure, neutralizing any and all threats to the peace of our island.
I swear to God, if you are promoting these fuckers to a new position...
You and your comrades will all be welcome to join, but be warned, the training will be grueling. Perseverance and grit will be in high demand.
Games like this just teach bad ideals to people. It's teaching people that it's okay to be bad, to be wrong, to act against other people, because they're not going to be any consequences. Everyone's just going to smile and you're actually going to be rewarded for it. The fuck? No.
Your Excellency, what are you saying?
Oh my God. I rage at this game often, but I'm feeling real intrinsic rage right now. This is not okay. There need to be consequences. They were trying to get people murdered.
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. Many seek peace, but there are still those who pursue war.
The same as your own side. Stop throwing shade at them.
It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity. Those whose warrior's will is alive and well, I invite you to embark on the most challenging training regimen of your lives.
She's putting all the blame on the Kujo clan, taking none of the responsibility to the culprits within her own team. Not to mention, the Tenryou Commission, it was 2 people. 2 people were approached by the Fatui and had talks which they shouldn't have done in the first place, and that was it. And she's placing the entire blame on the Kujo clan. You had, like, a bajillion people here conspiring. It wasn't these 3. There was a whole bunch of soldiers spreading these rumors, all wanting to rise up and strike back and continue the war effort. But you just keep shoving the blame onto someone else and just going, oh, we're all innocent. We must work on our defensive capabilities, you know? We shouldn't trust them inherently because of their own internal issues. You have worse internal issues. Your internal issues involves far more people than theirs does. Theirs do. You need to sort your own shop before you start casting blame at somebody else's.
I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai at a time.
Thank you. You're...
All right, dismissed. Go and report to General Goro. And remember, there can be no more insubordination.
Here's your slap on the wrist for trying to get people killed. Off you go.
And if there is, there will be no more leniency from me.
There shouldn't have been
whatever
any.
reasons you may have.
There should have been no leniency.
Yes, ma'am. From now on, we will focus on our training. Thank you for this opportunity, Your Excellency. We'll report to General Goro right away.
I can't believe you just rewarded them. Literally cannot believe you just did that.
I think that's finally everything in hand.
Wish I could slap you.
I can feel my energy levels starting to drop.
Good. Suffer.
Meet you back at the hideout for some rest?
It all sucks. Oh, I thought we were actually going into the hideout. Apparently not.
Thank you for everything. With your help, peace has been restored on Watatsumi Island once more.
How are your energy levels?
Recovering. Slowly, but surely. I should be raring to go before too long. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I've improved, but I still get nervous when more than a handful of people are involved. I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time.
You did an admirable job.
Do you think so? To be honest, I'm still a long way off what's expected of a divine priestess. In the past, I was concerned only with winning the war, restoring peace, and making sure everyone could live a happy life. But I realized now that wasn't going far enough. People have all kinds of aspirations, and just as many measures of happiness. I have a long way to go. But that's okay. If I can't make the journey in one giant leap, I'll just have to settle for taking it one small step at a time. In short, I've still got some maturing to do. Could you stay here on Watatsumi Island? To keep me company for a while longer?
You know, I've got to wonder if this game is actually wanting to have sexual overtones. Because the male traveller, Aether, is technically the canon lead character. Most of the people we encounter here are all female. And they're the ones we're having connections with. So I do have to wonder if it's intentional that there's like a romantic or sexual vibe going through there, whether that's intentional or not, because it totally feels like she's totally cracking on to Aether. Anyway, that clusterfuck is complete. I am really angry. I'm noping right out of this and I'm bloody having lunch. I'm just done. Absolutely done. Okay, Ayato, I have been sorely let down by most of these stories to date. Please pick up the slack. So, we already started this one. The marriage, we need to head to the Kamisato state and confirm whether they're to be married. Yes, that. Oh my gosh, we're finally meeting Ayato. It's only taken us, months. Months of waiting.
This place impresses me every time
Oh,
I come
you were
here.
coming with. I thought it was just
So
me.
magnificent, but still so elegant.
We'll just wait here. We don't want to cause any extra trouble for you.
Thought it was a bit weird that you were going to come in with me.
Ayaka wouldn't mind.
Honestly, even if we did come with you, we wouldn't know what to say or do once we were inside.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So we'll just leave you to it.
All right then, we won't be long.
Oh, I don't know about that. What if we stop and have tea? Just for shits and giggles. Ooh. Cutscene.
Without looking at the board, you've ruined my strategy in one move. Amazing. Now what should I do next?
Ayaka, Toma, it's us!
Hey guys, it's been a while. If you're looking for my lady, I'm afraid she's not here right now.
Oh? That voice. Toma, would that happen to be the traveler?
Yes.
Greetings, traveler. Ayaka speaks of you constantly. Finally, today is the day. I am head of the Kamisato clan and Yashiro commissioner, Kamisato Ayato.
Finally.
Greetings, both. I have long been indebted to you on my sister's behalf. Finally, I have the chance to express my profoundest gratitude to you in person. Ayaka is out today. If you are here regarding anything related to the Kamisato clan, you are quite welcome to discuss it with me instead.
Oh, hi. Your flattering words flatter us. Please excuse the suddenness of our visit, for it is most improper etiquette.
Why on earth are you talking like that?
Well, he seems like a pretty powerful person. He's already working his way up Paimon's list of people to never mess with. Look, as soon as he stands up, the whole atmosphere in the room changes, and it feels like you gotta be super polite.
You shower me with praise undeserved, my little guest.
His reserved nature reminds me of Zhongli. I would love to see the two of them together.
There is no need to be quite so formal. This is a private residence, so please, relax.
Oh, good. Because that whole spiel was really tiring just now. Alright, now that that's over, Paimon's just gonna ask the question.
Paimon goes from polite to presumptuous in a split second. So adaptable, Paimon.
We heard a rumor that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato are gonna get married soon. Do you know anything about that?
Oh? I wouldn't have thought you'd heard about that yet.
The rumor mill, sir, is strong. As it happens, we've crossed paths with them before. Yes, both of them. Him on multiple occasions.
I see. Well, it's true. It wasn't long ago that I received the news myself. The head clans of 2 commissions are to become joined through marriage. This is big news for the whole of Inazuma.
That is true, actually, because they are the heads. Well, the clans, them themselves are not the heads.
Since the Yashiro Commission presides over cultural and ceremonial affairs, it closely involves us, too.
Also very true.
Yes. And since the commissions are kind of the face of the almighty shogun to the masses, this wedding is one that we have to treat as a serious affair.
I mean, I thought you would anyway, just given the nature that it's 2 head clans.
Right, makes sense. Ah, two true lovers becoming husband and wife. What a happy occasion.
And the next thing you find out, it's Hiragi and Masahito being wedded. Oh, I'm sorry, Kamaji. I shouldn't laugh at your expense. That won't happen.
It is. High-profile matrimonial links between two commissions are extremely rare. But these two truly love each other. Tradition should give way to freedom in this case.
All right then. I'll be sure to pay them a visit to send the best wishes of the Kamisato clan.
No need. I'll visit them personally this time.
Ooh, the big guns.
Huh? But you have other things to be doing.
This is a marriage between the Kujo clan and the Hiragi clan. The Kamisato clan must demonstrate an appropriate level of respect. The work of the Yashiro
Agreed.
Commission is indeed multifarious. Normally, weddings and other ceremonies would come under the supervision of my sister,
What is Ayaka doing?
but she is presently occupied with other matters, and I happen to have a little time to spare. This will be a good chance for me to pay a visit to the bride and groom.
Is it just me, or is their house symbol a teacup? Would not surprise me in the slightest.
Oh, and would you two care to join me?
Could also be a flower. Now that I'm looking at it on the back of his, it actually does look quite floral. Maybe I'm just reading too much into that design I saw. Yeah, absolutely.
I presume you two have a special connection with the individuals in question, or you would not be quite so interested in this matter.
Just swapped love notes between them. Nothing big.
This being the case, why not come and offer your best wishes too? Or is my presumption incorrect?
Oh, it's not as interesting as you make it sound. No special connections here. Super ordinary ones, actually. We just agreed to help deliver a letter this one time, that's all. Although wait, does that mean we helped make this wedding happen?
Paimon, don't overestimate your contribution here. Romantic relationships are determined by fate.
All right then.
But still, let's go see them.
I cannot thank you enough. Your mere presence shall surely mean we are spared the futile pursuit known as small talk.
Oh man, I resonate with this. You've got my seal of approval, Ayato. I still hate your pants, by the way, and I'm never gonna not hate your pants. You really need some sort of like traditional robe over the top, or something more like Toma's get up. This is I don't like this.
Wait, you're the Yashiro commissioner, but you can't do small talk?
I'm sure he can do it, just doesn't like it.
Small talk is a chore.
Yeah.
Of course, there are some people in the world who quite enjoy doing chores, but I am not one of them.
Small talk is a waste of time. Just get to the point and move on.
Toma, I'm heading out with my two guests now.
Oh, we guessed already.
I'll leave the residence in your capable hands.
Not a problem. Take care, my lord.
I think all their relationships are adorable.
What's wrong? Are you worried about having to be on your best behavior around my lord? Don't be nervous. He's actually pretty easy to get along with.
I noticed.
Well, the vast majority of the time, at least.
Apparently just give him a bubble tea and he'll be sweet to go. Where are we actually going? Oh, she's outside. Okay. Hi guys, it's true. Let's go.
Ah, you're finally... Oh, Yashiro Commissioner.
Oh, you guys are hilarious.
Who are these two?
They're friends of ours. Paimon will do the introductions.
You're gonna have to because I'm mute. Oh, it actually
So
stayed long
it's
enough.
true. Well, there we have it.
Yeah.
That's it then. So be it.
Just suck it up and move on, sir.
Great, so our hunch was spot on.
It is a little inappropriate for me to have shared news of this magnitude with you. So I would be much obliged if you could keep it in strict confidence until an official public announcement is made.
Don't worry, sir. We give you our word. We won't tell anyone about it.
That puts my mind at ease. Now, on the topic. We'd like to pay a visit to the Kujo clan. Would you mind leading the way for us?
Of course not. I'd be honored.
I guess this is where I... Goodbye then.
Bye, Shinojo. Hope you get over your broken heart soon.
Aw, cheer up, Shinojo.
I'll try. Thank you.
And it pays still has no clue. So go to the Kujo estate. Alrighty, and go talk to Gamadi. Dude, I only spoke to you last week. But I'll chat to you again.